As anti-hijab protests intensify in Iran, celebrities, including athletes, actors and singers, have found themselves targeted by the military with arrests and harassment. They have had their passports confiscated for supporting the protests against the regime. Singer Sherwin Haji Power, whose song became the anthem of the protest movement against the morality police, was arrested and held for several days before being released on bail on October 4. His song that ends with "For Women, Life, Freedom" has become synonymous with protests in solidarity with Mahsa Amini, who was killed in morality policy custody for violating the Islamic Republic's dress code. At least 7 public figures have been detained inside the country, most of whom were released on bail and could face charges, according to Iranian news outlets. Others were questioned and released. Read, Mullahs must get lost, Iranians sing at new Mahsa Amini protests. One of Iran's most beloved singers, Humayun Shajarian, projected a large photo of Amini behind him on stage as he sang a traditional song during a tour in Australia in September. The audience joined him in singing one of the song's most iconic lines, "The tyrant's oppression like a hunter has blown away my nest. God, sky, nature, bring dawn to our dark night." View this post on Instagram. When Shajarian returned to Iran, his passport and that of actress Saha Dolatshahi, who was traveling with him, were seized at the airport. He later said on his Instagram account that they had been barred from traveling, AP reported. Similarly, a soccer legend in Iran, Ali Dei, had his passport confiscated at the airport when he returned from abroad. He had urged the government on social media to solve the problems of the Iranian people rather than using repression, violence and arrests. A few days later, the passport was returned to him. Actress Hedaya Terni said Iranian security had warned her about her posts to her nearly 1 million Instagram followers. Still, she continues to share images in support of the protests. "Millions of girls are now Mahsa Amini," she wrote in a recent post. Celebrities outside of Iran have also raised their voices, from Dua Lipa and Shakira to the fashion house Balenciaga. On Instagram, Angelina Jolie posted a photo of a protester holding up an image of Amini and wrote, "To the women of Iran, we see you." View this post on Instagram. Kurdish Iranian Mahsa Amini, 22, was pronounced dead on September 16 after she was detained for allegedly breaching rules requiring women to wear hijab headscarves and modest clothes, sparking Iran's biggest wave of popular unrest in almost 3 years. According to an Oslo-based NGO, at least 201 persons, including women and children, have been killed in the anti-hijab protests since September 17. At least 1,200 people have been arrested, including at least 20 journalists, as per Iran Human Rights.